So here's what happened. I texted my now ex-boyfriend that same day to tell him I really needed to call him and talk things out. He told me he couldn't since he had just left to finish off the night with his family, which I understood. So I told him I needed to call and talk to him the next day. He said he would try. That day comes around. I gave him a reminder to call me, and he said he would after he ate breakfast. Then he texted me saying he was going out with friends in 10 minutes, so he blew me off just like that. I texted him 6 hours later, asking if he was available, and he said no. 10 p.m. rolls around. I tell him he forgot to call me, and all he has to say is sorry. I told him forget it and that I was going to bed. The next day I told him he blew me off. He said, "What? How?" I told him to be so for real. I gave him a full day's notice that I wanted to call because he wasn't available all week. He said he'd call after he ate, then immediately said he was leaving with zero communication. He kept saying he'd try, but never once said he couldn't call. Then he told me I was making a big deal out of it, and just stopped responding, leaving me as the one who ended up apologizing. Later that same day, I went ice skating for the first time in a while, and fell a lot, which destroyed my knees. This matters because we both work at a karate studio together. I told him I couldn't go to work because of my knee, and he told me he was going. I ended up showing up anyway because I really needed to talk to him since he still hadn't called me, and I figured my knees could handle light work. But he wasn't there for our time slot. I waited, thinking he was just late, but he never showed up. So I texted him to test him because my gut was telling me something was off. I asked how karate was, and he said good. He lied straight to my face, knowing he never showed up in the first place. I called him out, and he played dumb. I told him he needed to tell me what was really going on. Was I wrong to push for the truth?